After my daughter Hannah Weber got pregnant, I unexpectedly heard the voice of her unborn child. Please, don't let mom go for a prenatal checkup. If they find out I'm a girl, my patriarchal dad will definitely force mom to have an abortion. I don't want to die. I was shocked. Knowing that Hannah's husband, Oliver Weber, works at the hospital and could easily find out the baby's gender, I did everything I could to stop Hannah from going for a prenatal checkup. I thought I had saved my lovely granddaughter Jenny Weber, but 3 months later, she was diagnosed with a congenital deformity. Without timely intervention, she was destined to be born disabled. Hannah was heartbroken, and I was filled with regret. It was then that I heard Jenny's voice again. It's all because Dad cheated with a nurse at the hospital, covered in cheap perfume. Mom inhaled too much of it, which caused my deformity. Poor Mom. Can anyone help her? I instantly burned with rage and stormed into Oliver's hospital without hesitation. But I never expected that I would disrupt an important heart surgery Oliver was performing, leading to the patient's tragic death. The patient's family lost control, seeking revenge, and stabbed Oliver dozens of times, killing him on the spot. Hannah, upon hearing the news, was so furious that she wanted to sever our mother-daughter relationship. At that moment, I heard Jenny's thoughts again. Mom is just too upset and needs some time to calm down, Grandma. Don't bother her. How could she really be angry with you? I believed those words and chose to step back. But that night, Hannah jumped into the river and took her own life. I was heartbroken and just wanted to end my life. Before my consciousness faded, I seemed to hear the eerie laughter of Jenny, who had caused my family's ruin. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the day I heard Jenny's thoughts. Please, don't let Mom go for a prenatal checkup. If they find out I'm a girl, my sexist dad will definitely force Mom to abort me. I don't want to die. Jenny's frail sobbing suddenly reached my ears, sending a shiver down my spine and drenching me in cold sweat. I looked around and realized I had been reborn, back to the day I accompanied Hannah for her prenatal checkup. Hannah saw my pale face and teased with a smile, Mom, why are you nervous about my checkup? Looking at you, I almost thought you'd seen a ghost. I swallowed hard, unsure how to explain everything that happened in my past life. In my previous life, I also heard Jenny's inner voice before Hannah's checkup. She cried and begged me to disrupt Hannah's checkup so she could be born smoothly. Thinking of the hardships Hannah had endured during her pregnancy and fearing anything might happen to this hard-won child, I began stopping her from going for the checkup, using all kinds of excuses to hold her back. I thought I was protecting the baby, but 3 months later, Hannah secretly went for a checkup and brought back devastating news. Jenny was born with a congenital chest deformity, and because the best intervention time was missed, she was destined to face severe physical defects after birth. I was filled with regret, believing it was my foolishness that harmed Jenny. Just as I was preparing to spend the rest of my life atoning, I heard Jenny's voice again. Grandma, my deformity has nothing to do with you. It's because Dad cheated with a nurse at the hospital, and Mom inhaled too much of that poor quality perfume that I ended up disabled. I'm really in so much pain, and Mom is truly so pitiful. Is there anyone who can help the two of us? That heartless dad of mine is still having an affair at the hospital. Hearing Jenny's heartfelt words, I instantly burned with rage and stormed into the hospital to confront Oliver. But I never expected that my recklessness would directly cause Oliver's critical heart bypass surgery to fail, leading to the innocent patient dying on the hospital bed. The patient's family, overwhelmed with emotion, retaliated violently, stabbing Oliver dozens of times and causing his immediate death. Upon hearing the news, Hannah broke down in tears. My heart was filled with guilt, and all I wanted was to comfort her, but I was unexpectedly stopped by Jenny's heartfelt words. Again. Grandma, Mom needs some peace right now. She's angry, and seeing you will only upset her more. Please give her some time. I thought she made sense, so I stopped interfering in Hannah's matters. But I never expected Hannah to commit suicide that night, leaving behind a blood-written note, every word filled with resentment toward me. She blamed me for ruining her child, accused me of causing her husband's death, and wanted me to die. I was heartbroken and just wanted to end my life through suicide. But I could never understand why Jenny wanted to destroy my family. After jumping into the lake, in my fading consciousness, I seemed to hear Jenny's evil laughter. Now reborn, thinking of everything from the past life, I find Jenny's cries extremely repulsive. I walked straight up, pushed Hannah in front of the doctor, and said coldly, "Get a prenatal checkup. If the baby has any issues, I suggest terminating it early." Hannah was stunned by my words, but the result that followed hurt her even more. Jenny, just like in the previous life, had underdeveloped chest cavity. I spoke with unusual calmness. "In that case, I still think it's safer to terminate. If the baby is born deformed, our family probably can't handle it." Hannah's eyes instantly turned red. "Mom, I've been married for 8 years before finally conceiving this child. As long as there's a glimmer of hope, I don't want to give up." She clutched my hand tightly, trembling all over as she cried. My heart clenched suddenly, and I could no longer say such cold words. The doctor sighed, provided a conservative treatment plan, and prescribed some medication for Hannah to take at home. On the way back, my heart was still very uneasy. Sure enough, not long after, I heard Jenny's inner voice again. "As long as Mom takes this medicine and gets enough vitamins, I can develop normally and will definitely be a healthy baby." I looked at the bottle of medicine in Hannah's hand, silent. In her past life, the baby in Hannah's womb developed abnormalities due to a severe lack of vitamins and insufficient vegetable intake. But can this bottle of medicine really cure Jenny's congenital underdevelopment? The more I listened to Jenny's confident voice, the more doubtful I became. After returning, I started going against Jenny's inner voice nonstop. She didn't want to eat vegetables, so I juiced them and made Hannah drink it. She said she didn't want meals, only chips and snacks. So I made nutritious meals for Hannah and threw away all the junk food. Day by day passed, and Hannah's checkup results were always great. Hannah happily hugged my neck and said, "Mom, you're the best. I feel at ease with you around. Those medicines can be skipped. Eating the nutritious meals you make is enough to nourish the baby." At that moment, I almost believed I had truly changed destiny. But during this checkup, the doctor suddenly slammed the table in anger. "Why haven't you been taking the medicine I prescribed? Now the baby has severe chest deformities, underdeveloped limbs, and is destined to be deformed at birth. Why didn't you listen?" The doctor's words struck me like a bolt of lightning. Facing Hannah's reproachful gaze, all I wanted was to apologize. But Hannah, just like in the previous life, coldly shook off my hand. "Mom, why did you harm me?" The doctor clearly said taking the medicine on time could help, yet you insisted on those nutritional meals. You ruined my child, ruined our family. I didn't know how to explain, so I could only watch Hannah's back and cry in regret. But before I could grieve for long, I once again heard Jenny's inner voice. "My deformity isn't anyone's fault but my cheating dad. He cheated with someone else, causing Mom to inhale too much low-quality perfume, which led to this. My life is ruined, and Mom started blaming Grandma because of it. I really feel so sorry for Grandma. Who can help us? Now my dad is still meeting his mistress at the hospital. If I go there, I can catch them red-handed and bring justice for Grandma." Jenny's inner voice seemed like a kind reminder, but every word was actually inciting me. Thinking of the outcome in my previous life, I no longer dared to rush blindly to the hospital. Since I can't change any of this, I'll stay away from them and stop interfering. My happiness doesn't matter. As long as Hannah stays safe and nothing happens to her, it's enough that they're all okay. I know Oliver isn't that kind of person. He's been in love with Hannah for over 10 years, and now that she's finally pregnant, he takes care of her so cautiously every day. There's no way he would cheat. In my previous life, I was blinded by anger. Now that I've been reborn, I've realized many things were off. I packed my bags overnight and moved out of their house. I no longer involve myself in their lives or ask about Hannah and her child. A few weeks later, Hannah gradually came to terms with the reality of the fetal deformity and took the initiative to call for reconciliation. Oliver has a stable job at the hospital and has never been involved in any scandals. I breathed a sigh of relief and started living my life in peace. But I didn't move back to live with them, always keeping a certain distance.